All right, hello. We're going live. I'll get started shortly. Hope everybody's doing well. Hello. We're going live. Let me live. Right, hello. We're going live. I'll get started shortly. Okay, I got a little bit of feedback there. Let's see if we can go live somewhere else. Um, okay, we're live here. And we're going to go ahead and record. I want to share my screen. Okay. All right. Yes. Well, hello there. Okay. So in today's video, what we're going to do is go ahead and set up a Facebook ad for real estate agents. And you're probably wondering, if you're a real estate professional, what type of ad should you run? And so I'm going to go through the different ads that Facebook allows us to run, especially as an entrepreneur, a small business owner. And we're going to highlight the ads that are perfect if you're a real estate professional. And so we're just going to go ahead and roll up our sleeves. We got a lot to cover today, and I'm going to hop right in. So when you are running your first ad, what you want to do is go to adsmanager.facebook.com, and you're going to go ahead and create campaign. And you have several ads that you can run. You're actually looking at when you're deciding what type of ad you want to run, you want to think about your ad as a campaign. So you have three levels of a Facebook ad. You have a campaign, you have an ad set, and you have the ad. And we'll get into the ad set and the ad shortly, but first I want to show you the front of the campaign. This is the first decision that you're going to make, the most important decision that you're going to make when you're trying to run a Facebook ad. So you're actually going to decide uh, whether you're going to run an awareness ad, a traffic ad, an engagement ad, a lead ad, if you want to promote an app, or if you just want to take people straight to a sales page and buy. And if you're in real estate, it's not that likely. Real estate is a longer process. And so I typically don't have real estate professionals running sales ads. So the top ads that you're going to be running, especially in the Facebook Meta Ads, the Facebook, Instagram Meta Ads boot camp. If you're in the boot camp, this is going to be a video that's going to be tucked inside of the boot camp, and I'm going to show you what ad that you should consider running and which ones I want to see you run first. Okay, so you have several ads here. The first ad is an awareness ad. This ad is going to show your video to, or your graphic, or whatever you use to run your ad. It's going to show it to people who are most likely to remember that ad. And so when you're thinking about, a billboard, I always think about maybe injury accident attorneys or insurance agents or even real estate professionals. Those industries are notorious for having billboards up and down the highway. And so an awareness ad will serve you just as well as a billboard. In fact, you're going to be able to have tighter controls on targeting a specific demographic when you're running Facebook ads as opposed to throwing up a billboard on the highway. And so an awareness ad acts just like that. And if you're a real estate professional and you can squeeze $1.50 to $2 a day, I would say go ahead and start running an awareness ad. And the beauty of Facebook is you can actually serve your ads up, which is essentially target. You can target any type of demographic. You can have an awareness ad that is shown to your email list. I do that all the time. I upload my email list to Facebook, and I'll run an ad. It could be a video of me giving some tip. It could be something of value. Maybe you want to do a market update and just have your face, your likeness in front of your audience. It will help with your brand recognition, your trustworthiness. It's going to help people be able to see you, hear you, and identify you as the expert that you are. The other ad that I encourage real estate agents to run is actually an engagement ad, an engagement campaign. If you look at your Facebook page, you'll notice that you don't get a lot of likes there. There's not a lot of engagement. In fact, you're going to get 10 times the amount of engagement on Instagram than you will on Facebook. And with that being said, it's important that you have a way for you to get likes and comments and for a wider range of your audience to actually see your content so that they can engage with it. A lot of times, it's not your fault that your audience isn't engaged with your content, it's the algorithm. The algorithm will only show our content to a small portion of our audience unless we're running ads. So ads give us that extra oomph. It gives us that leg up on the competition because now you're getting your brand in front of a wider audience in a very targeted way. And engagement ads can help you get more messages. It can help you get more views on your video. You can get, of course, more likes, more comments on your post. And if you're looking for page likes, I hear this from agents all the time where, they just want to get more likes on their content, and your engagement ads can definitely help you do that. And the third ad that I really like for real estate agents is actually, I would put it pretty high up there. It's a lead ad. So this ad is going to be a little bit more expensive than your awareness and your engagement ads. This ad is going to be an ad that you're going to set up something of value, like a lead magnet, and I'll show you that shortly. So we'll go ahead and set up a lead ad today, and you will drive people to this particular thing of value. It could be a lead magnet. It could be a home valuation report. It could be a guide, anything that people are willing to give you their private information, like their email address for, is what a lead ad would do. And I really like this ad because, when you think about the cost of leads, very expensive to attain a lead. I know in my industry, I probably pay about $80 to acquire a lead. However, when you're running lead ads, you're paying much less per lead. I mean, if you really hone in your lead ad well, you could probably pay about $5 a lead. I have seen that. So it's a really good ad, especially if you're trying to grow your CRM, you want to grow your email list, and you really want to have an engaged nurture campaign. Lead ads are amazing for that. Okay. So what we're going to do is go ahead. I'm going to set up a lead ad for you. I'm going to get as far as I can. I'm doing all this off the cuff, but we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to walk you through. It may not be 100% perfect, but I will walk you through, and I will also show you a little bonus. I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to come up with really good copy. I want to show you because the main part of your ad, it's really the visuals. It's the visuals and it's the copy. And I want to show you a couple things that I do with my copy, with my visuals, especially when it comes to ads. You really want to make sure your ad is standing out in the news feed. And so I'm going to open up my Canva. We'll open up my ads manager, and we'll go ahead and set up an ad together. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do is click leads. And then we will click continue. And then when you are trying to make a choice between which type of campaign that you want to set up, go ahead and set up a manual leads campaign. And then you click continue. Okay. Now, you want to name this something that you'll remember it. And I'll go ahead and name it the date. Um, what I want to do is set up an ad for a planner that I have. I want people to engage with the planner, want the planner, and then I get their email addresses. That's how lead ads work. So I'm just going to go planner, and I'll decide on that a little bit later. I'll show you some of our planners as well. And we do have the Canva Template Society, the Real Estate Content Vault renamed. You can always access guides and templates. You can download those from the membership if you need that. You don't have to start from scratch trying to figure out what type of graphics and content to use because I have them right inside of my membership. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do when you are, running an ad, especially as a real estate professional, it's really important that you categorize your ads. So you want to declare a special ad category when you're running an ad. I don't have to because I'm not an agent, but I market to real estate professionals. I can target any age range, any demographic data. But because you're a real estate professional, you have to declare that you are abiding by equal fair housing laws, and you want to make sure that you go ahead and do that in all of your ads. So go ahead and select categorize your ads. You can go through this whole process and do a question and answer song and dance if you can't figure out, whether or not you declare a special ads category. But since we know we do, you can skip categorize your ads. Actually, you can go to the jump down and go ahead and select housing. I'm not going to select housing because I am not a real estate professional, but since you are watching this video, you probably are. Go ahead and select housing. All right. So the next thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a daily budget. Now, I want to be honest with you. This is not our cheaper ads. Less uh our cheaper ads would be an engagement ad, a brand awareness. You're looking at, between $2 to $5 a day. However, this is getting leads. So if you have the budget and you have some money to invest, this would be a good way to take some of your marketing dollars and invest at least $10 a day. And you'll notice the more money you put into your ads, the wider range, the more people you'll reach. And you'll see that shortly. All right, so we just go ahead and we're going to keep everything else the same. You don't have to worry about budget scheduling or A/B testing. This is really for bigger budgets. And since we're starting off with a $10 a day budget, we don't really have to worry about that. We'll go ahead and click next. And then what you want to do is, again, you want to name your ad set. Now, we were at the campaign level. That's where we select our budget. And now we are at the ad set level. This is where we tell Facebook exactly what we want that ad to do. So the first thing that we want to do is go ahead and we want to, name this something that you'll remember it by, the ad set. And then you want to go ahead and choose where you want your conversions to happen. Where do you want your conversations to take place? And since we are running a lead ad, we're just going to go ahead and choose instant forms and messenger. We want to make sure that we are delivering that thing of value, and I'll show you what that is shortly, through Messenger. Okay. So the next thing that you want to do is go ahead and select your page if it's not selected yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the drop down. This is my page. And we're going to go ahead and scroll all the way down. You don't have to worry about dynamic creative. Again, something a bigger budget would consider. Don't worry about catalog. We're not going to have a catalog. And we're just going to keep on scrolling down. Now, this is the fun part. This is where you're going to go ahead and choose your audience, what area of town that ad is served up to. So I'm just going to go ahead and select edit, and I'm going to target the Atlanta area. Okay. However, if you target the entire state of Georgia, if you target Arizona, if you target Milwaukee, whatever, you want to go ahead and target that area, and you can take that targeting out up to 50-mile radius out. And you'll notice the more honed in your ad is, the wider the reach. The wider the reach, the best. You want to be in this green area. You don't want your targeting too broad because you're casting too small of a net in a big pond. And you don't want to be too specific where Facebook makes, it's hard for Facebook to find who your audience is. So this is a good sweet spot. We're going to be able to target quite a few people with this ad. And we'll be able to see that when that ad launches. All right. So, another thing that you want to do is take a look at anything that pops up. Now, you can lower your cost per result. You can do this. You can apply. Sometimes I don't apply the suggestions all the time that Facebook gives me or Meta, because I want to have those tight controls. I want to understand my audience. And if I'm adding extra layers extra suggestions, things that I have not had controls over, it's hard for me to see what's working and what's not working. But you could, this is just a location data. If you apply this, you can do this. It's saying that you'll get a lower cost per result. It means your ads will be cheaper if you apply this. And then maybe if you go ahead and click and you duplicated this ad, and you can actually click these three buttons and click duplicate and then run an ad alongside this, changing nothing. But the second ad, don't apply this. That could maybe give you a comparison on how well those two ads do and whether or not you should apply this in the future. So it's a lot of testing. You never know what exactly works until you're testing and trying things and really letting your ads run their course. So the next thing that you want to do is not use the advantage audience, but you want to switch to original audience. Okay. We want to have more controls over our audience, and we can't do that if we're using those pre-layered filters that Meta gives us when running our ads. So you can actually create a new audience. So you can create a custom audience. These are people who've already interacted with your business. If you wanted to download your email list, and you can actually upload your email list by clicking customer list and going step by step through that process. And you can target specifically your email list with this ad. I do that all the time, but they're already on your list. So you're trying to get new people who have never, interacted with your business or have never been on your list. So another thing you can do is actually run an ad for your Instagram account. So you can click next, and then you're going to go ahead and make sure that you choose your Instagram account. I'm going to go ahead and choose mine there. You can choose everyone who engaged with your professional account. And then when you click more people, you want to choose your account again. Sometimes you have to do this over and over. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then you want to choose, then the next time you click the down, you're going to choose accounts center accounts. So you're also going to click include more people, and you can go down the list and you can choose every option on this drop down list, and you're really targeting people who sent messages to your professional account, who saved a post or an ad of yours. Anybody who's engaged with your Instagram account, you can target those people and get their email addresses. You can also target, we can go back into a custom audience. You can target people who've looked at your videos. You can click next here. And you can choose people who have, I'd like to choose people who have viewed at least 25% of your video. That's going to give you a good engagement. And you can actually select the particular videos that people have engaged with, and you can target those audiences by delivering an ad to them as well. We set up a lot of events on Facebook. So if you set up open houses and things like that, which I suggest you do, if you have a Facebook business page, you might as well use it setting up those events. You can actually target an audience that has interacted with the events that you set up as well by clicking events. And again, you're going to go ahead and you're going to select your name. I'm trying to find it. There I am. And then you're going to choose the event. I can click select all. We have a lot of events that we have created on Facebook through 165. And so we can actually set up an ad and target people who have engaged with an event like an open house and that sort of thing. All right. So you can also, if you've created an audience, once you've created those particular audiences, you'll be able to select them here. So all those audiences, once you select and create those Instagram audiences and the video view audiences, they'll actually be preloaded now inside of Facebook, and you can serve up your ads without creating those lists over and over again. All right. So you can also target here, as a real estate professional, you cannot target age and genders at all, because you signed that equal housing opportunity waiver there. But you can target interests and behaviors if you click the edit under detailed targeting. What I like to do is unclick reach people beyond your detailed targeting, because I want to keep that targeting honed in. I want to have controls over my audience. And a lot of times, again, you don't know what's working and what's not working because Facebook's thrown some things in there that you really don't even know that you should be testing. And so I just like to have tight controls over that. And so what you you can do as a real estate professional, you can target. Now, I don't like to overlap too much. I like to have broad targeting. Broad targeting means having one ad that's only targeting your email list, and then having another ad that's only targeting your Facebook list, and having another ad who, when we set up the different audiences, having ads to target very specific audiences. Otherwise, this should be a whole different ad. But if you're going to set up another ad and you want it to target a more broad audience, maybe this audience, they don't know you yet. You want to target people who haven't heard of you. You want to be that real estate professional in the area that you serve. You can target interests and behaviors. So I think there's a targeting likely to move if they haven't moved. If they have not moved it, Facebook may. They remove targeting all the time. Here's one recently moved. One Zillow could be a good one. If you target maybe renters, see if we can target renters or someone who's interested in renter insurance. You can target, if you're a broker looking to add to your team, you can target agents, different real estate brokerages. You can really target, you have to make it a little creative. And once you find a targeting that you like, what you can do is click browse here. And you can browse different demographics, education, financial level, things like that. So if you know your ideal client very well, you can take that information and you can really get smart with your targeting. But again, broad-based targeting is best. So if you're going to get really, really specific about your targeting, it is going to close the gap of how many people you reach, which you see that here. You may not reach as many people. And it's like giving Facebook maybe a little bit too much information can maybe shoot you in the foot as well, because you want to give the algorithm opportunity to learn and understand your audience. And you may choose a very targeted interest here that may not even be bringing you the right type of audience that you're looking to reach. So it's a lot of testing. You really have to get in here and see what works, okay? So another thing that I like to do is take advantage placements off, use manual placements here, and you're going to get a bigger bang for your buck if you take audience networks off and you just target Facebook and Instagram. You're just going to be cheaper and that way. All right. So what we want to do is go ahead and hit next. And you want to go ahead and we're at the ad level. So we've been at the campaign level, which is where we chose our budget, our ad set level, where what we told Facebook exactly what we want this ad to do. And we are now at the ad level. This is fun because a lead ad has a little bit more, actually a lot more to intel when it comes to how this ad looks and operates. So we're going to take partnership ad, we're going to keep that off. We're going to make sure our Facebook and Instagram accounts are on when you're running ads. Your ad dollars are actually stretched between Facebook and Instagram. Your ads will actually run on both platforms. So the cool thing about ads is you can actually create an ad using an existing post. You can do that for almost any ads but lead ads. And you can also create an ad just by using your own graphics and things like that. So let's talk about Facebook ads graphics. And I'm just going to do a quick search. I told you guys I'm doing the down and dirty today. We're just opening up everything. You're getting to see all my stuff. And I want to show you just a real quick example of what makes Facebook ads pop. Okay. So when you have something, let's first talk about what a lead ad does. And I'm going to open up something called NAR settlement agreement. The National Association of Realtors, they recently passed the NAR settlement agreement. And I know buyers and sellers had a lot of questions. And so what we did, we put together a guide for our agents so that they can give that to their leads, their clients, and their prospects to explain the state of the real estate industry. High value guide, unique. Not everybody's has this, and it's something that people would be interested in. It was a hot topic this past summer, and our agents loved it, their clients loved it. Okay. So what you want to do is, and of course, we have this inside of the real estate content vault. We have all kinds of what you call a lead magnet. So what is a lead? A lead is someone that you're interested in doing business with. Just the plain dumbed down, it's an ideal client, right? Or a lead is someone who now has had exposure to your business. They're really not a lead until you have exposed your business to them or they came to you for a reason, right? In order for that lead to be in your life, you have to have something to attract them. Whether it's someone giving you their phone number, you pick up a phone and call them and you have a great conversation, or whether they're scrolling Instagram and they see a post of yours and they call you because you're giving some really good tips, or you are actively going out there pounding the pavement, handing out flyers, handing out postcards, getting your face on magazines. That's a lead magnet. This is a digital lead magnet. This is something that you're going to give your ideal leads, clients, and prospects in exchange for something of value. And what you want to value is their email address. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and download this lead magnet. You're going to get it inside the Real Estate Content Vault. You can join today. And we're going to go ahead and hit the PDF standard. We're going to hit down. It's going to download as a PDF. So now we have that document and we need to deliver that document to people through our ads. We're going to target people who have an interest in what we have to offer. We know that if they have an interest in the NAR settlement, then they could be viable sellers or buyers and be prospects at least. We can at least get them on our email list. And so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we've downloaded the guide. Now we need a mock-up. So I'm going to show you the type of ads that do very well. If you have a guide or something of value that you want to deliver to your audience, they want to see what they're getting before they get it. So you could have a statement ad, something it's like a bold call out about that particular guide. You could have an ad where you have testimonials. Maybe people have said amazing things about you. Go snag your Google reviews or a couple sentences of your Facebook review and, get some testimonials in an ad. Great ad strategy. Or I love the mock-up. I love having a mock-up of exactly what is inside of the guide so that people can visualize it and they're more likely to download it and it gives credibility. So let's see if I even have a NAR mockup. I think I do. If not, we'll use a different mockup for training purposes. Let's see here. Let me see if I have. I know I have some other type of mockups, and for training purposes, I'm not going to go ahead and create a mockup, but you'll see exactly what I mean here. So say, for example, this is the guide that I wanted to give, the Ultimate Video Marketing Planner. Let's just pretend. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and download that particular guide. It's here on the second page. I'm going to download that now. And then I'm going to download it actually as a PNG. I think I downloaded it as an MP4. Yeah, when you're first running your ads, you can stick with images. You don't have to do videos. Videos can get a little complicated as well in terms of, what to use, how to make them effective and that sort of thing. There is a learning curve with that. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it as an image ad. And we're going to have some primary text for this ad, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our good old faithful, our ChatGPT bestie, and I'm going to go ahead and use my prompt, and we're going to come up with amazing copy, and we're just going to pretend that we want the NAR settlement guide, okay? In fact, I pay for ChatGPT. And because of that, I can upload documents. So I have a cheat code. I'm just going to go ahead and upload that NAR settlement guide that I downloaded from Canva. And I'm going to say your role is a Facebook marketing strategist. I'm setting up a magnet a lead ad with the attached lead magnet on Meta. Please use hook story copy and write at a fourth grade reading level and write the primary text, description, And all elements of the ad copy include keywords, SEO for the description. Okay. So we want to make sure that our copy is clear, that our audience understands exactly what we're trying to say. And because of that, we want to make sure that we are writing at a level that everybody can understand. Fourth grade reading level is a great marketing vocabulary. Also, we always want to have a hook in terms of our graphic needs a hook and also our copy needs a hook. It needs a bold statement that's going to drive people to take action and actually draw people in. We also want to share a story. We want our ad to be compelling. We want people to resonate. We want them to hear their story in our ad. And we also want to make sure that we make the offer. There's a bold call to action at the end of our ad. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and since we have this, we've used our prompt and we have all the good stuff. We're going to go ahead and um, have our headline and it's very short copy, but we'll go ahead and see how it looks. So that's our primary text there. And actually, hold on. That's our headline. And then let's see what we got for our primary text. I need primary text and all other facets of the ad copy. We don't want it to skip anything. So we want to make sure that it's completing. Oh, another thing that you could tell ChatGPT is I'm a Georgia real estate agent. I serve Atlanta. This is the type of client that I'm looking to reach. Make sure that you are a call out to that particular client in my copy. You can say that as well, and that'll really hook your particular clients, and that will train Facebook to know what type of clients to target and reach. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get back to our ad. Okay. And we are going to, so our hook is our headline, New Real Estate Rules Explains, get the guide. Okay. And we're going to have some primary text. Let's see here. Let's go back. Here's our primary text. And we want to make sure with this text that we have a lot of white space. It just makes it so much easier for people to be able to see and read and break down the information. And that white space can definitely help. Now, you are going to have an option to test. Do not test here. We're not going to test. We have one ad, one visual, one copy. I know you've probably heard you need to test different things, different aspects of your ad. We're not going to test right here. Okay, we're going to keep everything simple. Don't apply variations to your text. Don't do any testing. Now, the description here, we want to make sure this description has key words. That keywords is going to help our ad get up into that algorithm. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and grab those keywords for SEO right here. We're going to place that. We're going to plop that right down here into our description. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a call to action. I like to have learn more. And we're going to click next. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use our graphic that we downloaded. So I'm just going to click upload here and it's in my download folder. It's right here. And of course, it's a mock-up. It would be in a perfect world, the NAR guide, but for the purpose of training, I don't want to spend too much time on that. So we're going to click next. And you want to make sure that you have variations of your graphic. Okay. So the beautiful thing about having Canva, about using Canva, having a Canva account is it just makes things so easy. So all you have to do is we need to make sure that we have a sizing for Facebook, and we can get away with Instagram and Facebook for this size, but that stories and reels, it's a totally different size. So we want to come in here and we want to click story. And we want to go down here to Facebook story. We want to click copy and resize. And it's popping open, y'all. So let's go ahead and get it going. open your story. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our story graphic. It's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and download that graphic. We're going to download the second one here. Perfect. So now that we have that graphic download, so when you're doing this, just keep in mind that you'll have to have both sizes. So you can go ahead and resize at the time that you're designing something or that you're accessing. So we're going to go ahead and for this one, for feeds and streams, we're going to keep this. It looks perfect. But for stories and reels and search results, we got to do better. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click replace. We're going to click upload. We know that graphic already downloaded. So we're just going to go ahead and double click. We're going to click next. And we're going to click, let's see here, replace. Oh, okay. It looks like it's still thinking. It's still thinking. Okay, it's still processing, but as it processes, you'll go ahead and upload that. All right, and this is what it looks like. This is what your ad will look like. This is what people will see in their news feed. So you want something that's eye-catching, that's bright, that is, attractive, and that will catch the eye of the people who you are looking to reach. So we have our call to action, which is learn more. And we don't want to make any enhancements or anything like that. Let's go ahead and review the images. It's analyzing the images. Okay, all right. We're going to click cancel. Now we're going to create our form. So what we're going to do is click create and we're going to name our form. We're going to name it the NAR settlement guide because I'm envisioning you setting this up as a NAR settlement. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop the word test over here because I just want to make sure that I'm understanding where I am. Okay. So you want to just go ahead and have this as more volume. This will use the form, make the form quick, easy to fill out, and easy for people to submit on a mobile device. Now listen, if you start getting low quality leads, if you start calling, because you can get emails and phone numbers, you start calling them. In fact, you want to call them pretty quickly to make sure that your ads are working. You don't want to just let this run and you never reach out to the leads. It will not be worth it. But you want to call them pretty quickly. Now, if you're noticing that you're getting lower quality leads, I would duplicate this ad and I would actually set up a higher intent. It creates more friction and you will see higher quality. But initially, you want to see what's working, you want to get the ad running, to set it at more volume is fine. But just know that's an option for you. Okay. Your intro, we're just going to go back to ChatGPT. Why fake it and why make our life any harder? So please write the instant form for my ad. And we're going to say act as a copywriter. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and make our lives easier. Okay. So we probably got dishes in the dishwasher we got to get to. So we got to get this going. All right. So what we're going to do is go ahead and want to stay ahead of new real estate rules. Very enticing. You want to make sure you're asking a enticing question. Great headline. And we want to go ahead and copy this paragraph here. This is great. Perfect. All right. We're going to go ahead and click paste. And we're going to go ahead and set up our questions. So we're going to add our questions. And the beautiful thing about ChatGPT is they've given our questions. We don't want to create so many questions where we can't get any emails. So what I wouldn't even have full name. I'd have first name, email address, phone number. So you're just going to go ahead and go through and add. You're going to click short answer and you'll say name and then short answer, email, and then short answer, phone number, just enough information. Okay. And if you want to ask things like, how long have you been looking for a home? What's your price range? We do that for our high-end luxury real estate agents who have a very specific demographic and they don't want tire kickers. If you want to have additional questions, you can do that. Just know that it's going to create friction and you're not going to get as many leads, but you're going to get higher quality leads. Okay. So it's just really a matter of how you want to approach it. All right. And you can go ahead and let's see if we got a description. Description, please. So we'll just go ahead and get a quick little description. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, we'll go ahead and copy this. Okay, so that would be our description. Now, our privacy policy is a tricky thing. Your privacy policy, mine pulls from my website. So if you have a website, you should have a privacy policy. That's FCC guidelines. So you need to go ahead and create a page on your site with a privacy policy. You literally ask ChatGPT to help you create a website privacy policy for a real estate brand. Or if you're with a brokerage, that broker will have a privacy policy on their website and you can use the link. Just grab the link, the privacy policy link, or ask your broker for the link, and you can have that privacy policy right here. But it's definitely a requirement. You can't run ads unless you have that. All right. So additional action taken, like I said, you can go ahead and what you'll do is, you'll let them know what's the next steps. You can say, visit my website, or I'll give you a call, or, check out my Instagram, whatever you want to say here. And then any additional action, if you want them to go to your website, you can have a link. If you want them to view a file, you can have a link or call your business. And so, of course, what we want to do is we want to upload the PDF that we downloaded earlier for our NAR settlement guide. And now that they're going to be able to download this guide, and you're just going to click create form, and you'll have a beautiful, beautiful lead magnet. Okay. So, you can actually have settings. You can set this form up to whether it's restricted, only people who are delivered your ad directly can submit this form, or it's open, your ad can be shared and anyone can submit this form. You can change the names of each field if you want to. And if you want to track the success, if you have parameters or a way to track your form, you can definitely do that. Otherwise, this is what it looks like. This is what people will download. This is how it looks. It's beautiful. You're going to click create form, and now you have a way to drive leads on your leads. Okay, so what do we do next? You set up the ad. Okay, it's running along. You're unsure of, you know, first of all, how do you find your leads? And you do that in your account center. You can find your leads in your account center. And, what do you do? How do you track success? So, what you want to do once you set up the ad, let it run a couple days. I would say a week, give it some time. And then you're going to come back to the front of your ad. You're actually going to come here you want to come to your campaigns and you want to see your reporting. So, you're going to come to the front of your ad and your ads will show up. I'm going to show you where. I'm going to go ahead and open up. Um, I'll go ahead and I think it's under here. Okay, so you can see your ad on the back end here. And then if you come over to campaigns, this is the best way to look at your ads. And so you just want to see if you're getting clicks. You want to make sure that you're not paying too much. If you're paying more than $10 an ad, you might want to check the copy. You might want to play around with the graphics, change out the graphics, duplicate your ads, make copy of your ads, and test your ads that way. Okay. So yeah, so that is how you run lead ads. Be on the lookout for my next video below. It will show you, also the link below this will show you where to access your leads, where to go inside of Facebook Account Manager to access your leads. Now, if you want more, this training is actually going to be inside of Facebook Meta Ads Bootcamp. If you're not a part of the bootcamp, I want to show you exactly where to go. You're going to click here and I'm going to take you step by step, help you with your ads inside of bootcamp. And you're going to have resources like this. It's going to guide you every step of the way so you can start using Facebook and Instagram to drive leads for your real estate business. See you soon. three-layered extra oomph looking at when you're deciding what type of ad you want to run, you want to think about your ad as a campaign. So you have three levels of a Facebook you want to run, you want to think about your ad as a campaign. So you have three levels of a Facebook